Hey y'all, welcome to Kamira's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this easy cashew chicken stir fry. This meal will come together in hardly no time, and I bet you that you already have most of the ingredients at home. Now this is everything that I'm going to be using for my stir fry, but you guys know that I'm going to be putting all the ingredients and the correct measurements down in the description box. For starters, I'm going to take 2 pounds of boneless skinless chicken thigh that I have cut into chunks, and I've already cleaned it and washed it. To this, I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. This is going to help form a crust on the chicken and also thicken the sauce, as well as a tablespoon of chicken bouillon for a little added flavor. Also, about a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. This is going to help tenderize the meat. You mix this all together and you can allow this to marinate while you prepare your sauce. Now, if you enjoy these easy, bold flavored recipes, go ahead and click the subscribe and the like button, because I upload new recipes every week, and any of my subscribers can tell you that we eat really good around here. Now let's go ahead and start preparing this very easy sauce. I'm going to put in a little bit of soy sauce as well as some dark soy sauce. Now the dark soy sauce is mainly for color, so if you don't have this, feel free to leave it out or exchange it for a little bit more soy sauce. Ketchup may not seem like a typical addition to a stir fry, but it does add a wonderful sweetness and a little bit of an acidity to it, as well as 2 tablespoons of honey. I like honey, but if you would like to use brown sugar instead, that is a perfect sub for this recipe, and a teaspoon and a half of crushed chili flakes and a little bit of water. Now, if you have chicken broth, you can use that, and if you think the chili flakes make it spicy, it does not. It just adds a nice balance to the flavors. It's a little bit of heat, but I promise you this is a mild dish. I have my wok heated until it is smoking. So this is on a medium-high heat. And then I'm gonna go in with some oil and move it around my wok. Now guys, don't put in this much oil. I accidentally put in too much and I didn't take it out, and I promise you, okay, this oil was assaulting me the whole time I was making this stir fry. So just go in with a few tablespoons. Now, spread your chicken out on an even layer on the bottom of the wok and don't move it. Okay, just let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes because you want a crust to develop. Now, do you see all those golden bits and all those little char pieces on the chicken? That is helping to lock in the juice, and that is what you want. That's why you don't start out just stirring it around. I allowed my chicken to cook on this medium-high heat for about 3 minutes until it was mostly cooked. If it is ever so slightly undercooked, not a big deal, because you can continue to cook it with the rest of the vegetables and the sauce, okay? Just make sure you cook it long enough for the size of pieces that you cut. Into my wok, I'm adding the broccoli, the celery, and as well as the snap peas. I thought this was a lovely combination, especially those snap peas. They are so good, and I'm going to just stir fry this for about 1 minute. However, they are not going to get soft on their own, so you need to add a little bit of water. We're talking about 1/4 of a cup here, and put the lid on your wok and just allow this to steam for about 3 minutes. It's not going to become soggy at all because there's barely any water, but it will cook it very nicely. In the middle of my wok, I'm going to be placing the garlic because I want it to toast a little bit directly on the heat. And then I'm going to just stir everything together. At this point, it's time to just put everything together. The chicken has been sitting at the side. It has its lovely and delicious juices. I'm going to toss that back in with the veggies and let that just warm up again for about 1 minute. And then we're going to throw in the sauce, guys. Okay, now if you like a super saucy or less saucy dish, you can just adjust the amount of sauce, but this is a good amount for me. And I'm going to just stir fry this for about 2 minutes to allow the flavors to meld, and then put in my bell peppers and onions. I want these to remain mostly crunchy, so that's why I didn't put them in at the beginning. I'm only going to just warm these up for about 1 minute until they sort of just take a little of the sauce on. They get a little bit of their edge off, but they're still very much bright colored and crunchy, which is exactly how I like it. Now I'm going to put in 1 spring onion that I have chopped and a 1/2 cup of cashews. You can use as much as you want, but I also reserved just a little bit more, like a tablespoon or 2, to add to the top. The cashews add a beautiful crunch to the dish, and you really can just enjoy that creamy cashew flavor. I served this meal with some red rice, and I just wanted to tell you guys about this because this is a great option for people that want to lose weight or that want a more diabetic friendly rice. This is easily found at the Asian Mart, and it's very similar to brown rice, but it has a lot more antioxidants. So I cooked that in the pressure cooker for just about 25 minutes. I hope you enjoy this recipe, and I'll see you next time in Kamira's Kitchen. Goodbye.